Hey y'all, happy Motivational Monday. I'm so glad that you are joining with me today, and I hope that you will be motivated in different areas today of your life. As I'm going to be briefly talking about this book right here. This is the book that my friend Julie mentioned last week. Remember in the interview? And if you have not seen last Thursday's interview, please go back and see that. Julie did a phenomenal job describing about when she found her daughter at the bottom of the pool, and medically her daughter Haley was gone for about 7 minutes, and during that 7 minutes Haley had an experience in heaven, and she was held by Jesus and got to look into Jesus's eyes. And so Julie tells a story about what all happened before and during and after, and it was very motivational in itself for sure. So I hope that you saw that, and if not, go back. But this book right here, Julie's brother-in-law and sister wrote about his experience, and he was in heaven as well. Get that? Two family relatives so close have both seen heaven. But Tommy was there for a while, y'all. Tommy has done a magnificent job, he and his wife Karen, describing so vividly their experience since Tommy had 2 brain surgeries within 10 days, and Tommy went to heaven. Y'all, he walked the streets. He saw his castle that he's going to be going back to one day. And the way it is written really motivates me. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, you have motivated me to make sure I get out there and share Jesus more so other people can experience this, and gave me a sense of excitement as I know that one day I'm going to be in heaven because I have asked Jesus Christ into my life, and I will be there with him one day. So this book is so good. But before I talk about this book real quickly, and it actually kind of ties in, this time change, y'all. I don't know how you people in Alaska or wherever you live that it's dark for days and days and days. I don't know how you do it, because this Florida girl, I like my sunshine, and I don't mind at all the sun rising at 6:30, 6:45. That's beautiful. I love it. It gets me going through the day. But setting at 5:30, oh my goodness, I feel like I gotta go to bed at 6 o'clock. It's already dark. And people come home from work and school and activities, and it's dark, and there's stuff to do around the house. Get outside and be with the family. So I'm not a big fan. And on Sunday, when all the time change happened, my friends Mary and Teresa and I were in a group text together, and we're talking about this time change. And Mary had mentioned to me about how we need to talk to the man about this problem right here, because I was given some suggestions on when the sun should rise and should set and all that. And so, but I told her, I said, you know what? That's why God had us appreciate here on earth the rising of the sun and the setting of the sun and the beautiful art, that the display of colors that God puts and paints in the sky when he does it. We've got to enjoy that now, because he's got something so much better in heaven. Because in heaven, when you read this, you'll remember, and when you read in Revelations, there's no darkness. And it's not a sunshine from the sunlight, it's the sunshine from the sun. Everywhere you go, there's no shadow, because the sun, Jesus, is everywhere. And remember, in Revelations 21:23, this is what it says: and the city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb, Jesus Christ, is its light. He is the light. And the way Tommy describes heaven in this, it's a movie, y'all. It is a movie, and I would like a little small part in the movie. I don't know if I've already mentioned that or not, but that would be really good. I'm kidding. Not kidding. No, it is so good. It is definitely going to be a movie. So I finished the book. I could have finished it in one sitting because I was so intrigued. It was a page turner for sure. I was just wanting to keep going and going and going, and hey, it's some big print, y'all. So this is good for people like me. But I want to read this one section to you In this chapter, I kept texting my friend Julie because I was like, oh my gosh, there's no sweat. There's no perspiration in heaven. Oh no, there's no wrinkles in heaven. Clothes and I guess probably skin too, because I definitely got me some. But there's no wrinkles, there's no skin, there's no imperfections in heaven at all. And she was cracking up with me. But in here on Friday night or Thursday night, I was sitting outside on the swinging Adirondack chairs that we have, and the sun was getting ready to be setting, so I still had a little light. And I told my husband, as I've got tears and streaming down my face, and I said, I want to tell you this, but I don't want to tell you this because it reminds me of your mama. He goes, well, I don't want to cry, but what, And I said, no, I think you'll be okay. But if any of you know my mother-in-law, Janie, that she passed away in 2013 unexpectedly. Well, she was a foo-foo mama that had 2 boys. So she was very Victorian and all around her house. And actually, where am I? If you look, can you see? Can't see them. But somewhere over here, those gold frames, those were hers. And this part that I read for you, I told Tim, I said, because Janie was a magnificent decorator and her taste was very exquisite. And I said, that's why Jesus took your mama. She took your mama so she could go up there and decorate all these castles for everybody. And I know she's having a good time because I remember it was just a few months after she had passed away and I had a dream and she had called me on the phone and we're talking on the phone. And I said, well, hey, I said, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm busy preparing for y'all. And she had such a joyfulness in her voice about it. And then after the conversation, I was like, well, can I call you? She goes, nope, you can't call me. And so I was like, but she's up there, she's preparing. But let me read this one section to you and hopefully you'll get a little bit excited about heaven. Because like the song, I Can Only Imagine. Thank you, Tommy, for making the imagination truly vivid and come to life. So in this right here, this is when Tommy is describing his castle that he's already seen and he's going to be going back to one day, y'all. It says this. He said, I walked up a few steps and entered the foyer of the building. One of the first things I noticed was the decorated walls that were completely lined with beautiful, different sizes of oil paintings. Looking at the paintings, and this got me all excited, I saw exquisite colors surrounded by gold frames. There was one painting that stuck out to me that was like a landscape of trees and rolling hills. He says, instantly, I knew I could step into the painting and walk around and immediately be in a different dimension of heaven if I chose to. The painting was alive. Can y'all imagine that? Just imagine going to a museum and seeing all of these incredible paintings and you can just jump in and it's real. But you're not alone because then he says, it's a type of portal from one place to the next, none of which would never take me out of the presence of God because he was in every dimension. This book is beautifully written. You want to win this book. You want to go purchase this book. And it will. I am telling you, it will definitely be a movie one day. So if you are interested and in winning one of these 2 books, I had mentioned last Thursday, you can win this book by Julie's family. You can win this book by my brother Mike. That is amazing. It's 13 great short stories, how God just showed up. And this could be definitely a series in itself. Yeah, remember me? I like to be on in acting in your movie one time. So, but if you want to win these 2 books, in last week's video, after our fabulous interview with Julie, it said that you can win by commenting below. Well, here's the deal. So many people have shared the video from Facebook, and I'm so appreciative that the word is getting out there and the story and how heaven is real and God is still in miracle business, y'all. Thank you for your shares. But if you were able to share and I can still see it, Anybody who made a comment, I will throw your name in the drawing. But there's a lot of people, because of the privacy settings, I can't see who shared or what those comments are. So to be safe, if you want to be in the drawing to win the books, and if you're like, well, I already won that one, I bought it already. Well, good, you can win this one, and I'll do another drawing for someone else. Or maybe you said, I already bought this one. Well, good, you can get this one, and I'll give this one away to someone else. It's all good. It's all good. So, but the safe way to do it is just comment below in the Soaking Up the Sun Facebook page or the soakingupthesun.com comment section. And that way I will definitely know of the comments. Or you can even tag someone else that you're like, I think they would love these books. These will make great Christmas presents, y'all. Christmas, Merry Christmas. So if you can even tag them, and I'll include your name and their name in it. So that's it. But I want you to remember, until the Son, heaven, Jesus, until he comes back, we need to do like it says in Psalms 113:3, from the rising of the sun to the place where it sets, the name of the Lord is to be praised. So enjoy those magnificent paintings that God does for us every day. And even remember that sometimes when you can't see the sun, it's really there. Just like sometimes when we can't feel Jesus around us, he's really there. So have a wonderful week ahead, and God bless you. And I hope that you are motivated to go and get into the Word. I hope that you're motivated to just soak up some sunshine and the sun wherever you are. Have a wonderful week ahead, y'all. Take care. Bye.